making your sound better.
Hey there, my name is Cameron, also known as Venus Theory, and in this video I wanted to show you around the new free KSHMR Essentials Kick plugin from WA Production. The new Kick plugin is based around the full KSHMR Essentials plugin and offers the same powerful kick engine in a one-panel interface. In this video here today, I wanted to show you how we can take a simple sine wave and turn it into a modern hard-hitting kick drum using only the new KSHMR Essentials plugin. To get things started here, I've got a basic sine wave kick drum which is made using a sine wave and a pitch envelope, and at the moment it sounds like this. Now, while this doesn't necessarily sound bad, it's not really the most exciting sound on the planet either, as it's just kind of a basic subby kick drum. However, once we bring in the KSHMR Essentials Kick plugin, we can take that sound and turn it from something really basic into something a bit more exciting and release ready without the need for any additional plugins or post-processing. So once we bring in the KSHMR Essentials Kick, it sounds like this. So here we are with the KSHMR Essentials Kick plugin, and as you can see, it's the same one-panel interface as the KSHMR Essentials plugin, and this is the kick engine with 8 different controls that give you everything you need to design your kick drums. First up, we have the sub control here, which we can use to enhance the fundamental harmonic of our kick in key with our song. In this case, this is just a one-shot kick drum, so it's not really tuned to anything. We'll just find a point where it sounds right, and then we can label that before we bounce it out and save it for later. Let's bring in the sub frequency here and start tuning it and find a point where it sits nicely. Right around D sharp seems to be good, so we'll back this off. Right about there sounds nice. Next up, we can add some nice mid-range weight with the mid knob here, and this is a great way to not only add some knocking low-end mid information to your kick, but it's also a great way to help ensure that your kick translates to smaller playback systems that might not be able to reproduce those really low subby rumbling frequencies. So let's dial in the mid here and add some knock to this kick sound. The air control here is actually surprisingly useful, even though this kick doesn't really contain much high-end information, because this control is designed to add some high-end polish to the kick sound. But if we really crank this up, even on this basic sine wave sound, we can introduce some really nice airy top-end frequencies that almost make it sound more like an acoustic or physically modeled kick drum. Now, while that may not be super apparent yet, once we start to add in processing in the later stages, that effect will be a lot more pronounced. Next up, we've got the Transient shaper here, which we can use to enhance that initial click and pop to the kick drum. In order to add some color and flavor, we can dial in the tape knob for some subtle saturated grit to the kick sound. Now, while we could go really extreme with this and get full-on distortion, I find it's best to be a bit more subtle with the approach just to add a bit more body to the sound overall. Next up, we can use the pressure knob here to dial in some multi-band compression to the kick to add a little bit of hype, and then we'll tame the whole thing and round it out with the comp knob to add some more gluey single band compression. Finally, to cap this off, we have the width knob here, which controls the stereo image of our kick drum, and initially this wasn't going to do anything because I only had a single sine wave, so I've added another sine wave and detuned them and pan them out, so that way you can hear the effect that this knob has. Let's begin by bringing it all the way down, and then we'll crank it all the way up just to hear the two extremes. And so there you have it, a modern hard-hitting kick drum in only a couple of clicks with only one plugin, and I think this is a really nice way to work and quickly and efficiently design some kick drums that you can save for later to use in your tracks. And that wraps everything up for this video, so thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you learned something. The new KSHMR Essentials Kick plugin is available now as a free download, so to learn more or get it for yourself today, you can head over to waproduction.com.